Interior apartment day. The scene opens with Joe, a 25-year-old classic underachiever, sitting on the couch playing a video game. The condition of the apartment is a state of disarray. The door opens and in walks Lancelot, a Knights Templar. His armor and weapon are a bit soiled from the hard day of jousting and damsel rescuing. He removes his helmet and stands his sword against the wall.
Good evening, Joseph.
Hey.
Lancelot looks around the apartment and takes notice of its condition.
Have been at home all day?
Yeah.
Have you been playing your video machine all day as well?
Except for the couple of hours I was at the Kremlin having lunch.
Approximately at what time do you recall the typhoon passing through our home?
Right after Dorothy came with the flying monkeys. Where are you going with this, Lance?
I'm curious as to how such a clutter could have been made in the relatively short time of my absence. When I had left prior to daybreak to carry out the Lord's will, all was in good order. Now it bears a striking resemblance to the Black Hole of Calcutta.
You ever been to Calcutta?
Not in a literal sense.
Then quit pretending like you know what the place looks like. You don't hear me making references about the Vatican.
Lance begins picking things up around the room. Joe adjusts his position as he continues to play and puts one foot up on the coffee table. Lancelot takes notice.
Joseph, how are your shoe bottoms?
Fine. How are your testicles?
Please remove them from the...
Lancelot loses his train of thought when he spies and reaches for a bra that hangs from the lampshade. He grabs the bra and holds it in Joe's direction.
Are you aware there are the undergarments of a lady hanging from our lamp?
In German, that would be Du Busenhalter.
I am not the least bit interested in their Germanic nomenclature. I am, however, quite interested as to how they came to be dangling from our lampshade.
Wendy stopped by earlier today. In our throes of passion, I guess she didn't notice where they landed.
Lancelot stretches them out to show how large they are.
Am I to understand that you and Lady Wendy had engaged in relations outside your properly designated sleeping quarters?
Not sure what all that meant, but we did have sex on this couch.
I have spoken to you on numerous occasions concerning your lack of propriety in the slovenly way in which you choose to live, including but not limited to the constantly growing mountain of one-washed plates and utensils, the ever-present rodent-sized wad of shower drain hair, and I'm quite certain that the winged insect I was accosted by this morning has been inhabiting your end of the corridor.
Don't have a cow. Spring cleaning is right around the corner.
Joseph, it is July.
That's what I mean. Before you know it, bam, spring is here.
Out of curiosity, why in the name of the Almighty would I be birthing a bovine?
Don't you think you're overreacting just a smidge?
I am not your mother nor your maid, but the way you conduct yourself forces me into these positions, neither of which I relish. You are a grown man, and how you conduct your affairs and your sanitation in order within your sleeping chamber are your affairs. However, out here is cohabited domain and needs to be orderly and presentable at all times. Cleanliness is next to godliness, Joseph, and the first greatest step in that journey would be to pick after oneself. We must remain ever vigilant, for we know not who may grace our doorstep.
That's so interesting. Really, can you grab me a yoo-hoo?
There's a knock at the door.
Ah, this is precisely the situation to which I am referring.
Lance walks over to the door, opens it. It is Colleen, the cute 20-something co-ed from next door.
Hi, Lance. Hey, Joe.
Lady Colleen, what a pleasant surprise. May I be of some service to you?
Actually, you may. Geezer's gotten out of his cage again. Has either one of you seen him?
Hasn't been in here, sweetie.
I didn't think so. I just thought I'd ask anyway.
Forgive my ignorance, my lady. Just what might a geezer be?
Joe's eyes widen. He drops the video controller and turns his head toward the conversation in an effort to stop it.
He's my
No!
iguana.
Lancelot's eyes widen as the adrenaline begins surging. He retrieves his sword and turns towards the doorway.
Zounds! A dragon loose in the village? Fear not, my dear maidens, for I shall go and slay the Leviathan in short order. Zoinks and away!
Joe picks up his video controller and resumes playing.
Wait! Can't you make him stop? Turn him off or something?
It's out of my hands. You said the D word.
No, I didn't. I said the I word.
Makes no difference to the Tin Man. He's on a quest.
Colleen runs off camera after Lancelot.
You kids have fun. Can somebody close the door?
Now I've got you, wretched beast. Come taste the cold steel of death, so I may send you back to the very gates of hell. Oh.
Sounds of stumbling and crashing can be heard as Lancelot bounces down the stairs.
Come here, geezer. Who's a pretty boy? That's right, come to mama.
Door buzzer rings. Pizza.
Can somebody get that? Always when I'm busy.
Fade to black.